right edge, and they are in big trouble here. Power play is not near complete. They are 3 down. Well, that's raced away for 4. Whatever the situation, the mood is not going to change. Mohammad Nabi opens his account with a boundary, gets an edge, and that runs fine to the boundary, away from the reach of the fielder. He'll take it, as we've been saying it. A lot will depend on Mohammad Nabi. He is world number 3 T20 all-rounder, and you will want for his batting skills to be put on display here. And we'll rotate the strike off the final delivery of a successful over from Islam, but he's 7 for 3.
Game after game, fiercely, passionately. For this sport is more than just a duel. It's an exchange, an empowering encounter, an endless quest for the perfect match. And although it only ever crowns one, it will always take 2.
This broadcast is proudly brought to you by Spa.
Taking on the fielder. Taking the chances. Mazhar, good evening.
A wonderful day.
Very good evening, Anupam, and to all our viewers.
2 men's
It's been a great start
singles
for Bangladesh.
semi-finals. First of all, Novak Djokovic.
Everything well so far, picking up 3 early wickets.
And then after that,
They
as
have
we
been energetic on the field. Batters to come. Yazidullah Sadran, Rashid and Umazai. Gonna be a tough ask.
Just slip in place. And rightly so. He's guided that away into the gap.
The 2 men's
Pick up a
singles
Good,
semi-finals.
really good from Bangladesh bowlers.
First of all, Novak Djokovic against Yannick Sinner.
Started really well.
And then after that, as we will show you now, it's against Dan Medvedev. Seedings have just about laid out. I suppose that role is Yannick Sinner in their butts. He's the man with the
Not very controlled, but a very good catch. See the hips, made this a miracle.
last year, this time
Nothing
during the
happened.
semi-finals of Grand
And the
Slam.
danger man, the player of the match.
And last year in the quarterfinals, it was Novak Djokovic who
Shuriful
ended his
Islam also.
awful run.
Getting there.
It took 5 sets to get 17 in the first 2, so what a rematch we have here.
His very first over.
Well, there's the rather sorry look outside, and the graphic will tell you.
Yeah, the average power play score here at Sylhet is
It's raining
53.2.
now. It has been raining for a while, and it's forecast to rain for most of the rest of the day. I'm afraid that there is not going to be much play in the outside courts of here, and they'll be playing a little bit of catch-up on in doubles and boys and
Good toss
girls
to win for
singles and the other
Bangladesh as
teams as well. Of course,
The
the big
average
matches
first
can
innings
get
total
played
here is
here and in
153.
one court.
And interestingly, teams batting second have won 7
Yannick
out of
Sinner
8
against
games
Novak
so
Djokovic,
far in
as
this
real
round.
as the rest of the tennis world is. It
Happy
should be
faces out there.
a
One of the most picturesque ground in the country. They are loving it. It's been electrifying.
delivery. Goes past the bat. Yeah, it's a lovely, lovely ground here. I just love it. It's one of my favorites. Let's have a look at the drone shot. It's stunning, isn't it? You talk about the grandstands, the pavilion. There's something special, something very different. So welcoming. Have a look at that. That is gorgeous, jam-packed, chock-a-block there. And they come in big numbers. Back up the length. And at the power play, Afghanistan 40 for 3.
The long walk to centre court begins for Yannick Sinner, a walk that of course Novak Djokovic has done so many times before. He's as familiar with centre court as he is with any other playing surface, playing arena in the world. Yannick Sinner becoming
If you look
used
at
to
from
it.
top to bottom, it's between 8.5
Between the two, 14
to
years,
8.5
over 14 years.
to 7 plus.
Between the two,
So it has been a struggle, especially in the power play.
there was
Done and
excellent.
dusted.
Sorry for those who come in with grounds.
The average
passes
power
today.
play score here at
Season tennis.
53 for 2.
But you see them lining
You've
up
got to
there
take a
beside the
little
front
bit
door
time
of the
to ensure that you
because they know they'll see the players
lose
coming
wickets,
down,
early
silhouetted
wickets.
against the doors that are opened and they're released out. onto
Whipped
the
off
court.
a cut away power play, couple of bounces
Straight
to the
onto
fence.
court.
His eyes lit up. The width on offer goes deep at the crease. Mohammad Nabi and slashes it hard.
From trophy cabinet.
Knew where the fielders were, using the pace of the bowler, and finds the gap
It's
really
his
well.
name there. So, looking in through that front door, it's just a wonderful Todd Woodbridge alongside the well, it's wonderful, but it must be nerve-wracking in particular.
Again,
for
picked
Sinner.
up a beautiful
So
touch there.
comfortable.
Electrifying outfit. It is lightning fast.
To centre
He
court.
was not too far away from that fielder in the deep. But he had no chance whatsoever. Manias and Mirage.
Bowling 2-1. This time he finds the gap again. Behind square, just gone past the fielder at point. They are loving it. Mohammad Nabi with the counter punch. Back-to-back boundaries.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. There is nothing in the world of tennis, perhaps in the world of sport, like that moment when you first step onto the grass of centre court here at the All England Club. It is an electrifying moment for not just the spectators that are sitting in the stands, but for the players
Let's
as
have a
well.
look at the Bangladesh playing 11.
It's on your
They
arse.
have 6 genuine
Stand
bowling
up.
options
It is
there,
so
including Medes
special.
and Miraj, Nasum Ahmed, Shakib Al Hassan in the spin department. They've got Tahsin Ahmed, Shariful and Mustafiz.
As they will be, and we'll
But
get
this gives the luxury to Shakib to rotate his bowler
because anyone with a ticket for
bring
today
in
is
according to the situation. This has been the case for Bangladesh. They've been doing really well in the T20 format this year, winning 5 of the 6 matches, beating England 3 in a row.
Great run of Djokovic coming to an end.
Yeah, the world champions got knocked over by
That's
Bangladesh.
continued. And Sinner, year on,
Again, short.
strong, much fitter. He says he
Yes,
is.
they've only played
Well, he's
2
certainly more
T20
experienced
internationals
from
at this
that
venue,
particular match on
Bangladesh.
this court, but also from
That was
US
way back
Open
in
to the
2018
quarterfinals, extraordinary
against Sri
matches
Lanka
that
and
he
West
played
Indies,
there.
losing both the matches.
The same as you've been used to the rest of the tournament. Just remember the 25 seconds off and challenges. If you like to challenge, be loud, be clear for me. Yannick, take the green boxes to the towels. Go back to the purple boxes to the towels, please. Do you have any questions? Yannick,
This fellow again. But they need to be careful here because he's trying to force the batter to look to hit him through the offside, and the ball is just doing enough. It's coming back.
So
once it switches, have a look at the shape where it's just relaxing.
to receive
Just
and
grab some
offers
from
to
room.
stay at that end for it.
You don't want to lose another wicket. It could easily be inside edge and onto the stumps. Bangladesh, Shakib Al Hasan will be very happy. Yes, it's an expensive over, but he's come back strongly after conceding 2 boundaries in the first 2 deliveries in this
Maybe a
over.
few more details on the two, but again, if you watch tennis, you're very, very familiar with both of them.
Again, oh, this could be tight. Oh, just pick it up. 10 in that over. It's 50 for 3. Yeah, they're going as a run rate of 7.14. That's what they usually do in the batting, in that powerful first 6 overs. 50 for 3. In comes Shakib Al Hasan, the skipper in the attack. He is the number 1 all-rounder in the ICC ranking.
So you think you know Wix? Do you really? First up, we've got shape video masks. You can use different shapes to create completely different vibes and aesthetics. Or you can create your own graphic. I use the shape composition here. Just import any SVG file and set it as a shape mask. Nice. Next up, we'll keep it moving with the hover box. You can use it to animate any element and create these really eye-catching interactions. And what I love is that the level of control you get here is crazy precise. You can set your animation ease, scale size, and position to create this really dope effect. Third, we've got the mega menu. This not only lets you organize your site menu into different subcategories, but it also looks amazing when you add in different elements like text, buttons, images, and pretty much anything you can think of. And last but not least, we've got My Designs. This feature lets you save any section or component that you've already created, and you can use it as a starting point on any other pages or sites you're working on. This one's personally saved me a ton of time. So you got all these features. Now see what you can do with them. Get on over to Wix and create something dope.
Monday.com makes GANs great again. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to say again because they never were, and they're complicated. See, with Monday.com, making a Gantt chart is as simple as throwing a process of project stages here, adding owners and timelines and whatever other details you need here, and then, boom!
You got Gantt.
And it has all the features you've always wanted. Way much better. Like, for example, if there's a delay at this stage, I can just update it. But not everyone you work with wants to use a GAN. And with Monday.com, they don't have to, because they can view and manage the same workflows and
They need to find some partnership here because they've fallen over now. Off the 4th wicket. In comes Najibullah Zadran. Very good. Have a look at that strike rate. 140 plus. It's not only getting in and scoring runs quickly, it's important now for Afghanistan to build some sort of partnership. He's here because of this. Immediately going down the wicket, was never in control. Couldn't go to the pitch of the delivery. Had to reach out, but what a catch. He had to come all the way from long off and took the catch just at the edge of the circle. That is an excellent catch from Nazmul Hasan Shah. Afghanistan, and he needs to shoulder the responsibility. 53 for 4. Setting down in the west. Thankfully, the clouds have not been around. We spoke about the all-rounder list in the ICC men's ranking in T20 International. Shakib Al Hasan, no surprises there. Hardik Pandya from India. Mohammad Nabi, who is in the middle at the moment, is at number 3. As we see Fizz, Mustafiz Rahman. He's already picked up 100 wickets in T20 international career. Best of 5 for 22. Should enjoy bowling here. Good run. Needed really good understanding here because it was not that far away to the right for the fielder. He spotted that and got a good response from Mohammad Nabi.
We spoke about Afghanistan's run rate in the power play. They also need a bit of work in the middle overs at the score around 6.67 runs per over in the middle overs. So that's an area they want to look at. Mustafiz Rahman, another bowling option for Bangladesh. He'll come up with those slowers and cutters pretty often.
It's not an easy job for Afghanistan at the moment, but they still have hopes since Mohammad Nabi is in the middle. With him is Najibullah Zadran. Batting in the middle of overs has been a problem, not just for Afghanistan, also for Bangladesh. Afghanistan way down at number 12. But you can certainly improve on that. Spend time in the middle. Don't lose wicket from here on. Short ball put away now. Not enough contact on the bat.
Right, Afghanistan, right at the bottom. As we mentioned, that's the area where they can work on. Apart from the power plays, they have already lost 4 wickets. It's gonna be tough for Afghanistan. As we mentioned earlier, 153 has been the average first innings total here.
And they bowled well. Again, Mustafiz Rahman is on the money. He's hardly giving any room whatsoever. He'll just give a couple of short pitch deliveries. And then the slower deliveries, the cutters. But certainly please Alan Donald, fast bowling coach for Bangladesh. He's keeping his notes. Yeah. It's important to ensure that you pass the kind of message, and then you want to see the players go and execute the plans that discuss. Oh, very, very close. Really good piece of fielding. Was he out of the crease when the throw from Shakib Al Hasan, the skipper?
He was very quick to react. Shakib Al Hasan, and underarm. Direct hit would have been close, really close. The batsman may have missed.
With the impact to my business and income, my retirement gets pushed by
Only about 6 months.
not years.
You should feel good. Remember, you've got a plan.
With change comes questions. Review your financial options with RBC Wealth Plan.
Hi guys, I'm Elena. I'm a digital business owner, the left-hand business with access to our VIP Facebook group يلي هو free. When you access this VIP Facebook group, you will be seeing our digital business owner. نحن تقريبا يعني 150,000 members all over the world who are digital business.
Touch short. Just wanted to find that gap, but again, very good in the field. Bangladesh, the fielders have been excellent. Just diving to his left, ensuring he doesn't get past him. Ronnie Talukdar really took a sensational catch early on.
Bangladesh looks a totally different unit. We spoke about Bangladesh's approach in the T20 format. It's been totally different since this year. Shakib has been phenomenal. He's on his second over, just conceded 3 runs.
Yeah, if you start winning matches, then you're a different team, aren't you? Against England, the world champions, they won 3-0. We spoke about the seamers. Have a look at the spinners tonight. Again, very close to the stumps. There is turn also. Shamim Hussain, the fielder. So the spinners have been spot on. So Rangana Hera, the spinning coach from for Bangladesh, will be very happy to see what the spinners have done. Hitting the stumps 40%, missing the stumps quite a lot, but not by much. They're not too wide on either side of the stumps. So they've been very good. They've been excellent. Again, on target.
It's also because we haven't seen much of a turn on the surface, apart from 1 or 2 deliveries. They're sticking to the basics, keeping things simple, make things tight.
Single to finish over 5 in that over. Afghanistan, after the end of the 10th over, 62 for 4, and 8 will be tricks.
Masoom, one for Tuskin, Shariful, Shakib. They're all weighing in. Shamanoy Ghosh, what do you think?
Yeah, they just went all in, did Afghan batters. They're going for the shots, fearless cricket, but in the process have given away the wickets, and most of them have been catches. And that gives you a hint of what happened in the power play in particular. They went for the shots, but Bangladesh, what they've done so well is they managed to put the brakes on.
Very well supported here in Sylhet. Close to a full house here at this picturesque ground. And the bowlers have answered the call after being fairly disappointing in the first two one-day internationals. They've been superb tonight. The spinners have bowled straight. The seamers have bowled with pace. They've got some bounce as well. I'll tell you what, they've been backed up in the field. They've looked on the money tonight, Bangladesh.
Mentioned HD, all the 4 wickets, all 4 of them have been catches, and they've been splendid in the field. Even, we've seen that effort from Ronnie Talukdar, a couple of run-out opportunities also.
Nolan Ridoi's dynamite in the field. So Zadran and Nabi, for the time being, are just happy to knock it around. It's almost a rebuilding phase. We know that this can't last too long. Just a couple of overs. Both of them are very, very clean strikers of the ball. There's no ground big enough when they get going. But the last thing that Afghanistan want to do now is keeping that foot down, losing a couple of wickets. Then you end up getting bundled out for 110. So they've got 2 or 3 overs where they can just knock it around. Some 1s, 2s, the occasional boundary, and then accelerate again. Or not. 10 and over from here, 161. That'll take some doing, but that'll be more than competitive at this ground, because the average score is only just above 150 in T20 internationals.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to speak about the absence of partnerships, the importance of it perhaps. This one at the moment, 12 of 17. The highest so far has been 20. It was between Karim Janat and Mohammad Nabi. So yes, he was the aggressor, still midway through the innings.
I do think sometimes that players, particularly those that play in all formats, and you look at Nabi, he does play in all formats. Jabrullah Zadran has played in all formats. I know that they've only played in the white ball stuff against Bangladesh, but it's quite difficult to transition from one to the next so quickly. So you've been playing ODI cricket, you've got 50 overs to bat, and suddenly you walk in a T20 and you feel as though you've got no time, and you end up taking too many risks. I know it's a risky game, but too many risks get taken, and you find yourself in this type of position. But all is certainly not lost, not while these two are around. There is still Azmatullah Ormazai, who can hit the ball a long way as well. Played a lovely innings in the third one-day international, half century. And Rashid Khan, if you give him 18 balls to face, well, he can do some damage. But for now, there is work for those men to do. Afghanistan, Bangladesh, home side, they are on top. Good over, tidy over, just 4 from it, 66 for 4.
it's apparent how much rain has fallen in this region. Just glancing out the aeroplane window, it was so wet, and I thought, oh, is this series in trouble? But the ground staff do an incredible job here. The training at this ground is unreal. Now it's going to be Mehdi Hassan Mirage.
Have a look at that. It's a scenic stadium and it's all lit. Courtesy of the spectators. They are having a ball here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium.
Much needed boundary.
Onto it. Quick to recognize the length, moved the front leg away, and knew that there was no fielder at deep mid wicket. All he had to do was beat that fielder at mid wicket inside the circle.
He's very wristy. He's a short man, Najibullah Zadran, but very, very powerful. And if you get it up underneath his nose, he just flips you over mid wicket or over extra cover. Strong wrists. Accelerate.
Wicket squeeze for 4 bowlers. First one's Nasum, Taskin, Shoriful, Shakib all have gotten a wicket. Just bowling his first, 1 for 6 till now.
The boundary was found early in the over, 72 for 4. get offered. Rashid's here and so is Shakib. Brilliantly played.
That was clever. He's certainly not happy. He's not happy with the line and the length. Used the bowler space, did Najibullah, and was aware. Good presence of mind that the fielder at third was a bit square. So he's definitely not bowling to his field, which was visible with Shakib's reaction.
Bowling attack, wow, they'll be a very difficult team to beat if they start posting those scores. Scurried in, scampered in, Mohamed Nabi, 13 gone, 81 for 4. There's a big appeal from Mahedi, but the umpire is unmoved. If he calls calls this leg bias. I wouldn't be surprised he's not going to call it leg bias just yet, is he? I think Miraj was waiting for him to make a call, and then he was going to say we'll go upstairs. But there's a discussion going on here, but they don't have a lot of time. The decision is no.
Evidence of bat and ball. Miraj definitely did not think so, but Gadi Sohail on point.
Out. Very, very smart from Litton Kumar Dash behind the stumps. Very aware from the wicketkeeper.
Presence of mind and agility from Litton Dash, and they erupt again. And Miraj gets the breakthrough. This is the wicket they've been looking for. Bowling round the wicket. Was in two minds. Inside edge onto his foot. Never easy. So difficult. But so well done by Litton Dash. And Zafran, he has to depart for a run ball 23. Afghanistan 87 for 5. Onto the pads, and then it is the ultra edge confirming the edge on the knee. And what he did so well, and I think it's an example set for the youngsters. He went in with both hands, Litton Dash. That's how much it means to him and them also. Quick throw in from Daskin Ahmed. Does have a good arm. Just perfect single taken. Ball by Omar Zai, and he didn't make it. Nabi has been the aggressor till now. But Omar Zai can hit them, as you mentioned. So Nabi might be. Oh, that was sharp. That was nipped back in.
Shakib wants you to cut as a batter because he just slides it in with the angle. You think it's short, you think it's wide, but the next minute it's wrapping you on the pad. For a brief moment there, Shakib thought he had his man. This is short and wide. Still the boundary. Oh no, he's dived too early. He dived a little bit too early there.
In the deep, on the offside. Just see the evidence of, yes, he did dive early. Somehow he did manage to time it to perfection. Another interesting thing is that Shakib has changed ends this over his ball.
This is why I switched to Shopify. Shopify made it really easy for me to shift everything over and hit the ground running. I was easily able to migrate my products and all of my customer information over. We would not be able to go on the road without a platform that we can rely on. Start your free trial with Shopify today.
Afghanistan in the middle overs continues. 54 for 2 from 7 to 15. One thing good for Bangladesh is as they've grabbed wickets at regular intervals. When there was this partnership between Nabi and Najimullah, was looking good, and many of the Mirage cramped him for room. Oh yes, he slashed onto it. This guy bisected those two fielders. That is a cracking shot from Mohammad Nabi. As I say, a very good evening to Vidai.
Good evening, Azhar Bhai. That's a very good shot. Makes room for himself. He knows that the bowlers are bowling wicket to wicket, so he goes a little back. Give himself that room to be able to clear his arms and hit the boundary. Much needed.
The ball that's come back with the arm, pleading. They might just take it upstairs. We'll have to wait and see. Nasoom looks confident and he takes it.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is not out. I've checked the front foot. It's a fair delivery. Let's start with front one, please. A ball passes close to the bat. I have always to confirm if there is any bat involved. Rock back, please. Rock back and roll it. Keep rolling. Yes, ball passes the bat. There's clear daylight. And can I have ball walking whenever it is ready, please? On-field decision is not out. Pitching outside of impact line gets missing. Ghazi, stay with your not out decision. Make the signal you on screen.
Ghazi Sohail was spot on, eh? Didn't give it out. And we saw the TV umpire Sharfatullah Ibn Shoaib also suggesting the ball would have missed the leg stump. That's too short, too wide. He's missed it. He could have hit it anywhere.
Riley Sate gets away with that. Nasso, but he's been a very clever bowler. He's been changing his variation. He's been cramping the batsman for the room. He got the first breakthrough for Bangladesh. And you said one thing, everything has been right for Bangladesh. They have been constantly taking wickets and putting Afghanistan on the back foot.
Yeah, if Afghanistan can manage to get, let's say, 140, for that they need to go at 10 runs an over from here on. So if they can get, with that single 100 comes up, so if they can manage to score 10 from here on, 140 plus, I think that's not a bad total. Whether it will be possible or not, we'll have to wait and see. Swing and a miss, he's really going after it. He picked up a boundary in the very first delivery of this over, but Nasoom Ahmed has come back very strongly. 52 deliveries for the second 50 because of the fact that they had to regroup themselves. Losing early wickets was a setback. Really good finisher from Nasoom Ahmed. 6 in that over with that boundary. 101 for 5. For 5 bowlers there. Mustafiz, the most economical, has not picked a wicket yet. Dusky. Oh yes! He got hold of that one. That sails over to that hill. It is a big 6.
It's a biggie. Take that for a shot. That's off a shot of a man who spent time out there. He waits on that. Knows that the ball will be slower and dispatches this for a maximum. Back in Afghanistan, they call it Shpagiza.
He clears his left leg and he gets into a really good position. Oh, right from the middle of the bat. That is a lot of bottom hand. Again, a very good start to the over. Remember, 4 of the very first ball of the previous over only got them 6 runs. A really good over for Afghanistan to go into that direction of 140. Oh, big mix up, big mix up. Just couldn't pick it up clear early. In the end, no damage done, but it certainly looked like they would have been in a bit of a bother here.
It was a chance. It needed a clear pickup. Nabi was waiting for a long time there. So after the heroic of taking that wonderful catch, affecting the out of Najibullah Sadran, who's a very good hitter, down in the death overs, they suddenly miss on a chance. You cannot give away chances to the batters of the caliber of Muhammad Nabi. Word number 3, all-rounder, in the middle and enjoying himself.
Oh yes, what a shot that is. This time is it? Yes, it's Umar Sai. He's picked up another maximum in this over.
Turning out to be a very big over and a very good over for Afghanistan. This is a sky ramp. Sky hits it so well. well, and so does here. Azmatullah Omarzai just opens the face of the bat and guides it through. The rest is the pace on the ball that will just carry it all the way. Shakib not looking a very happy man.
Innovation, great innovation. And players have opted to play this kind of a shot once there is written offer. Both directors, Jalal Yunus on the right of the screen, Fagul Rahman to the left. Our ball is a couple of slow deliveries also. Not a bad idea to take the pace off the ball, but it's turning out to be a really good over. Already the most expensive over.
He's already got him out with a slower ball in the third ODI, but he was the only warrior standing there out in the middle for Afghanistan, putting his half century. He really built that inning so well, but it was Taskeen Ahmed who got the better of him with the slower balls.
Ball. Good Yorker. It's quick, 140 Ks. Selectors in the house. Team selector, former captain to the left of the screen, Hazul Abid in London. Razak. Left arm orthodox to the right of the screen. And one of the other selectors, Habibur Bashir Shomon, is managing the team in the emerging Asia Cup in Sri Lanka. The Bangladesh 18.
And he has the
Good finish to the over, but a very good over for Afghanistan. 14 in that over after 17. It's
Still the second
115
set.
so far.
A nod to his box.
Staying positive, maintaining the big goals, huge challenges. It's a great center. So he's unable to grab it right. He's missed.
43 for 1 in the last 5 overs. So getting in a bit of a momentum here. Really good to see Mohammad Nabi getting his act together. 42 unbeaten on just 34 deliveries. Omazai also unbeaten on 12 of 9. It's a good partnership. 28 on just 19 deliveries. It's a slower delivery. I think it's clean there. Yup, it's cleared and sailed over the fielder at the long off. So dealing in sixes now. Another 6 on the very first delivery of a new over.
That's how you want to start the over. Slower ball. Omarzai waited for that and smashed that for a maximum over the long off fielder. I beg your pardon. What a shot. What a delight to watch this young man finding his form and momentum. The platform is set to be able to play some explosive shots and take this total above 150. And I'll tell you what, it will be really a competitive total if Afghanistan manage to take it above 150.
Yeah, don't lose a wicket. Oh, nearly hitting the stump. That is a lovely comeback from Fizz. Had to be a little bit more straight. It was so close to the off stump.
You would say, how did it miss the off stump? And talk about the Yorker, the perfection of throwing it into the block hole on the money. Tells you of the caliber of this wonderful bowler. He's got all the balls. He can take it away from you. They are bringing the short man in. He can bring it back if there is swing on offer.
Looking to pick up boundaries. I think they decided not just one of them, both and Omarzai looking to play some big shots, which is absolutely fine. They want to throw back the challenge, and if they can get away and play the way they have played themselves in the last 5 overs, so that maybe 150 plus is a very much possibility.
Nabi hits this fine, and this is another boundary off the over. What a cracking shot this, off the bat of Mr. President Muhammad Nabi.
Targeting the shorter side. He was trying to look to bowl the Yorker, ended up being a low full toss. Not an easy shot to play. That is an excellent shot.
What if you could do SEO smarter and faster? With Wix, you can edit your meta tags page by page or all in one go. Modify your URLs, inspect all of them in one click, and more. Save time, customize freely with SEO on Wix.
They're doing a very good job. Me and Orzai. Again, a slower delivery. He's mixing it up. He started with this 130 plus. We saw him bowling slower. This one is 117 Ks. On his T20 international carrier. Number of matches 108, closing on 2,000 runs. Another player who has a very good strike rate, touching 140.
Talk about how cleanly he hits the ball. Most of the time when he hits it, it stays hit. Another 13 deliveries. What can they get out of it? This will be called wide. Afghanistan will enjoy it. They will want as many extras Bangladesh can give away. That's been a really good comeback from Afghanistan in the last few overs. They've been hitting boundaries, hitting sixes maximum. They're really accelerating.
Yeah, the partnership is very good. 40 of just 25 deliveries. It's an excellent partnership, getting Afghanistan back on track. Forward delivery. It's the cutter. Taking on the fielder on the lead and coming back very comfortably for the second. 13 in that over. It's a good over for Afghanistan. 129 for 5. They've already managed to hit 6 sixes in this innings of 129. Yes, there are 10 boundaries. And the skipper decides that he has to be in the attack. Yes, he's only bowled 3 overs, so he will finish his quota. 1 for 13 so far. Again! Would you believe it? Another over. First delivery goes for the maximum. That's the 3rd time.
Thanks for the records. 3 overs starting with the maximum. Omarzai was waiting for that. And smashes this Anupam. Another one! Another one! That's back-to-back sixes off the bat of Azmatullah Umar Sai. He's on fire!
That's probably the biggest we've seen so far with that six, the partnership. 54 in just 28 deliveries. Can this be the over for Afghanistan? They've already, with that six, have gone past 140. We were talking about whether it was a possibility. 150, 160. Anything is possible here on. First two deliveries from Shakib Al Hasan have gone 6-6. A little bit more fuller, but he's hit it straight down the ground. And he's coming back for the second. Good running.
Last time he was taken for some big hitting. It was Ryan Byrne who hit him for consecutive sixes. Doesn't give away a lot of loose deliveries, but look at that. Two beautiful looking shots. This is absolutely huge. A biggie. Tries to repeat the shot, misses it. How often you say it's swing and a miss? Another 8 deliveries left in the Afghanistan innings. How many more can they cash in on?
The idea was okay because he's trying to eye that area on the leg side. That is good. Clever piece of bowling. Really good from Shakib Al Hasan. He saw Umar Sai going down the leg side, trying to make more room, exposing all three stumps, but he followed him. That is a really good piece of bowling from Shakib. Now then, taken! Oh, what a catch! Taskin Ahmad has pulled a beauty!
That was a skyer. You wouldn't expect anything less of Shakib Al Hasan. Brings in himself with a strong comeback. He tries to smash this, but only gets it off the toe of his bat. High in the air and beautiful catch completed by Taskin Ahmad. That has been a beautiful catch. Afghanistan on 143 for 6 after 19 overs.
runs apiece. Should be cut off. Both footballs, I thought he missed it because there was a fielder at short fine. Had it been gone a little bit finer, it would have been a boundary. He's here because of this. Have a look at this catch. Never easy for the fielder to go back and take this grab because the ball is coming from behind over his head. That is an excellent, excellent catch. Good spell for him, even though he went for 14 in the last over. Given him a 27. He had previously given 13 in his first three. Shakib Al Hasan. Stunning catch from Taskin Ahmad to break this partnership. He's going to swing.
run off the misfields to say. But let's see how it was. Rashid is not going to wait. He went for it, full swing. Couldn't get the connection right. Then Fizz was not able to collect the ball cleanly. But all of a sudden there was a chance for the run out. Did they get it right? Oh, he hasn't even picked up the ball. That was out by all money. Dash failing to collect the ball and gives life to Muhammad Nabi. You cannot do that. Imagine if he smashes 1 or 2 sixes from here. He can take the game away with that.
Bangladesh is still bad, so don't get too excited. Shot. That is gone. That is gone to the boundary and he picks up his 50 in grand style. His 5th T20 international. What a shot. What a player. Man of crisis for Afghanistan, Muhammad Nabi.
Absolutely, he brings out his 50 in a style, a slow ball. He waits for it and smashes this for 4. You talk about Bangladesh coming to bat, but look at this for a shot. And what a touch and what a form he's been out there. From the ball go he came, he's hit a beautiful, getting shots all around. Look at that, 1-6 and 6 fours in this beautifully constructed 51 runs.
I'm looking. Really good ball. Could have been tight and hit the stumps. Little Nomadas. What's he feeling for?
Full marks for the effort. He puts in a beautiful dive, the Jaunty Rhodes dive. Away from the stumps though, just doesn't hit the stumps. Luck.
This summer, how do you let people know beef is on the menu? Send a smoke signal. Beef, it's what's for dinner.
Want experiences that are helpful and personalized.
Left, what can they make out of it?
1 + 150 now. Remember the average score on this venue has been 153. But the last 5 matches, it's 154. 23 deliveries. Third 50. Having a bit of a chat. Just want to have a look at.
TV umpire to director. We have an umpire referral for ball. I'll check the front foot. It's fair delivery. Can I have your best side of best replay, please? You can start with the front on. Ball bounces. Can I have outrage? To see if there is any bat involved. Standing by. Yes, satisfied. There is bat involved, but I can see the ball bounces clearly. So my decision for the big screen is
That's why Mr. Nomadas thought that he heard a sound, but the ball did hit the bat, but then it bounced. Right, already 9 in this over. Can he pick up a boundary here? line. Nazmul Sancho takes a very well judged catch to send back the skipper.
None of the fielders from Bangladesh, as far as the catching is concerned, has disappointed today. They have been excellent on the field. Slower ball. Rashid Khan had to generate the pace off the bait. Cannot. And look at that for a catch. Really well taken by Shanto. What a beautiful catch. Sends the captain Rashid Khan back. Afghanistan are 152 for 7.
Also, oh, they're coming back for the second. Yeah, he's not happy. It's 2 to finish the over. In the end, Afghanistan will be mighty pleased because at one stage they were 87 for 5, 154 in the end for 7. They've matched the average score for the last 5 T20 international at this venue. And thanks to that wonderful knock of an unbeaten 54 from Mohammad Nabi, ensuring that they get runs on the board. We've seen some wonderful catching from the Bangladesh fielder, but take nothing away. He has been the man for Afghanistan, Mohammad Nabi. Coming in at a number 5, he smashed his way to 54 of 40. And contribution from the bottom order has been very impressive. Najibul Azadhan 23 and then Umar Zai 33 of just 18 to ensure they get past 150. 154 for 7.
Last 30 balls bring in 60 runs, and look at that partnership. Nabi and Umar Zai putting together 56. Before that, Nabi and Najibul Azadhan put together 35 to bring Afghanistan with this respectable total of 154. The Bangladesh bowlers, however, have been very decent as for their non-innings been concerned. Shakib picking 2 wickets, the rest have all been among the wickets.
Starting for Bangladesh, they will need 155 runs at 7.75 runs per over. We'll be back after a short break.
Afghanistan T20 International Series for 2023, powered by Ice Screen. It was Bangladesh who won the toss and decided that they would bowl first. Afghanistan were in early trouble as all the Bangladesh bowlers put the squeeze on them. But the innings from Mohammad Nabi, who was well supported by Najibullah and Ormazai, ensured that Afghanistan have a very competitive total now. This was a lovely innings.
Absolutely. Showed great power and strength. Mohammad Nabi, at one point, his side was under a bit of pressure, but he took the long handle and scored his 5th T20 50 for Afghanistan, helping them to post something on the board for the bowlers. From the bowlers' point of view, wickets for everyone, but they got hammered in the end. Shakib Al Hasan picked up 2 wickets.
This is the average score here at this ground for T20 internationals. So in Bangladesh, they need to be above average if they want to go 1-0 up in this series. They need 155 runs. They've got plenty of artillery in the batting lineup, but this bowling attack is very special. Their captain, Rashid Khan, one of the best, if not the best T20 bowler. He has a big call for you in the history of the game. Mujib Rahman, off spinner as well.
This is not just rock. It's ancient volcanic rock that filters tropical rain, giving it double the electrolytes and its signature soft, smooth taste. It's not just water, it's Fiji water.
He will be happy with some form, and the surface looks as though it's played really well.
Like the strike rate, 132. The best of 83. This man can play shots. If he gets going, trouble for the bowlers. With him is Ronnie Talukdar. Been provided the license to go after. Got a good strike rate of 139. He also can hit those big shots. That man, Fazal Haq Farooqi, with the ball in his hand, man of the series of ODI series. Bangladeshi batters under some sort of trouble. Got the economy of just over 6 runs per over. During the toss, Rashid Khan was asked what type of total he want to post, and he said 150 something would be happy for him. Be happy to defend 155 ST.
Yep, those were his exact words. That was the number he gave. I think he would have been happy to defend 350, but 155 is something that has proved to be problematic here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. And because they've hit the number, he's rewarded Fazal Haq Farooqi with a slip. And then on the boundary are deep fine leg and a deep third. Here we go. They're away. That was neatly played. Fazal Haq Farooqi with the new ball has the ability to swing it both ways. He's very dangerous. He's got a nippy bouncer because he's not a tall man, but he's got a very nippy bouncer. Can bowl the ball anywhere between 135, 140 when he's got his rhythm. But if there is some swing at this ground, he'll find it.
A lovely sight. Jam-packed crowd enjoying the proceedings here. Friday evening. Gonna be an interesting chase for Bangladesh.
The first one. Struggled against Sri Lanka a little bit earlier in the year and went away and put in some hard graft, and he acknowledged that he wasn't at his best against the men from Sri Lanka. And he certainly was in that ODI series. What a delivery that is.
As you mentioned, he can swing the ball both ways. That's the ODI series graph for Fazal Haq Farooqi. Picked up 8 wickets with a best of 3 for 22. And that ball just gone away from the right-hander. For the batsman, you keep guessing whether it's coming in or going away.
Runs, middled, Talukdar's away.
This is how he plays. This is why he has been called back after 8 years in the T20 side earlier this year. And look at that shot. Got the win, launched onto it, finds the gap as well. He will play his shots. He will try to provide that solid start that Bangladesh had been looking for.
Too much width. Too much width. It doesn't matter if there's one slip or 4 slips. You give a batter that much width, he's going to let his arms go.
Just going back to Ronnie Talukdar, made his comeback after 8 years against England earlier this year. Scored a quick 67 of just 38 balls against Ireland in the first T20I. He's given the license to go after the bowlers, provide that flying start. And it worked well for Bangladesh so far this year.
Very open stance. There it is, the one that swings back in. He is so dangerous. And Afghanistan have struck early.
And the pin drops here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. That ball coming in again. Ronnie Talukdar had no clue whatsoever. It goes through the gate. Fazal Haq Farooqi yet again strikes for Afghanistan. Ronnie Talukdar departs for 4, Bangladesh 5 for 1.
We've spoken about the form that he's been in the last, 18 months. But just of late, and I say just of late, just in that ODI series, he looked as though he was starting off his innings on 100, rather than understanding that if he gives himself a start, he'd probably go on and get 100. Brilliant in the test match, 100 in each innings. This open stance worries me a little bit. I think Talukdar's worried about the one that comes in, and he's worried about his front pad. He's worried about LBW. But the problem is that when the ball swings back in now, your left leg's got such a long way to travel across to that off stump. What ends up happening is he loses his off stump. Mujib now into the attack.
Watch out for those incoming deliveries from Mujib, floating in the air.
Should be a 2 here and goal. So it's the left leg
shorter side. Mujibur Rahman has been terrific with the new ball in the ODI series. Look at that economy rate, 6.28, the best of 5 for 20. Been brilliant. It's hard for the Bangladeshi batters to take on someone like Mujibur Rahman, and then you have someone like Rashid coming in. Again, Shanto has to be really careful. Played that across the line. He got dismissed once in the ODI series, trying to play across.
Bangladesh is that they probably feel as though they need to get quite a few inside the first 6 overs. They feel that pressure because they know that Rashid doesn't go for many in the middle period. And in putting themselves under that pressure, they can lose unnecessary wickets inside the power play. Just the thought of him in the side creates worry. No, just 4 from it, 9 for 1. Exciting young player in the form, Shakib Al-Hassan, Shamim. Hitting at 7, it's quite high up. I know he's a good batter, but it's quite high up. So he just looks to go across the right-hander at the beginning. And then gets it for 4. And in she comes. That's a brilliant bit of bowling.
Quick run taken there by Shanto. And just going back to Afghanistan's bowling strength. You have someone like Farooqi with the new ball. On the other end, it's Mujib and Rashid. It's important. They use the power play, but they can't go all out. Need to keep those wickets intact as well. It's a dilemma for the batting side, especially against a team like Afghanistan. Bit of change for the right-hander. On the field. Slip going off, short cover. We'll have deep fine leg and deep third man in place. Here comes Farooq.
Two again. Can't afford to be too straight. Farooqi to the right-handers because
through to the batters.
Failed to mention they've also got Karim Jannah, so they do have lots of options. Afghanistan think the over is up, but it's not. There's still a ball remaining. No doubt that Rashid Khan will bowl 4 overs. Almazai can bowl handy seamers. Karim Jannah, Afghanistan like to use at the back end of the innings. He bowls good Yorkers. He bowls them wide of off stump. He bowls them on off stump. He bowls them in middle leg. But they back him to bowl Yorkers. Fareed Malik is a left arm seamer. This goes across the right-handers. He's full of aggression. Wholehearted trier, Malik. Rashid Khan has plenty to choose from. 4, just helped on its way. Oh, he spoilt it, didn't he? He knew he spoilt it. End of the third, 16 for 1. Some support by Almazai and Najibullah, but it was this innings that ensured Bangladesh have a decent score to chase in this first T20 international.
Afghanistan scored 60 in the last 5 overs of the innings, courtesy of this man on the screen, Mohammad Nabi, wealth of experience. Stuck there till the end, made sure Afghanistan posted good total on the board. The atmosphere has been electrifying. 15,000 people at the stands today here at the Sylhet National Cricket Stadium. From the grass banks there, there's having a bit of drink. The required run rate HD has gone climbed up to 8.18 now. We have someone like Rashid Khan still to bowl. Mujib bowls at the economy of 6.28 in his career, but against Bangladesh, his economy is below 5. And again, there is someone like Farooqi. So who do you target as a batting unit? It's a team like Afghanistan. You mentioned the options in the bowling unit. As you mentioned, Hazrat Lazazai, not the quickest of the lot there. Making some room, quick single taken there. Direct hit. He's well in. But they need to rotate the strike if they don't find those boundaries.
Umpire said he couldn't see, so we're going to go upstairs.
TV umpire to director, we have an umpire referral for run out. At the non-striker end, can I have your best side on replay, please? Batter has made his ground as the bails are taken off. I'm satisfied. My decision for the big screen is
Who should they target? I think they would have spoken about Fareed Malik. I think they would have spoken about the 4th and 5th bowlers. 8 overs
down, end of the fourth, 21 for 1.
Up in the circle.
Tell you what, Asmatullah Ormazai was sensational in the Bangladesh Premier League. But he bowled with a new ball and there was swing aplenty. Yeah, there won't be anything.
You can feel the two Bangladesh batters out at the middle. Target Omazai. 2 overs to go after this to end the power play. Have to score as many as they could in the power play.
Rates 8.5. T20 cricket, that's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Saw what Afghanistan did in their last 5 overs. They scored it 12s to the over in the last 5. Yes, you don't want it to get out of hand, but the last thing you want to do is use this many balls and then slog one in the air. But you can hit it off the ground. That you can do.
Shanto has been waiting for this. Seems like he's been waiting this for a long time. A chance to free his arms. Yes, it was a long hop. Still, he needs to put that away. This will ease the nerve.
Bangladesh would look to target. Bowler number 4 and 5. We know Faruqi will give Afghanistan 4 overs. Rashid will give them 4 overs. Mujib will give them 4 overs. But it's those other 8. Those are the ones that Bangladesh will be after. They will come from Malik, Ormazai, Janat and Nabi. go after him. When you go after him, that's when he takes his wickets. That's why you post something one 170, 180. Rashid Khan is a proper handful. But here I think Bangladesh can afford to say, look, we'll take him at 6s and 7s. If we take him at 6s and 7s, we'll win the game. It's flat batted for one. It was tightish. End of the 5th, 34.
At this stage of the game, Afghanistan were 37 for 3. 106 required. Still possible, very much possible, because they have 9 wickets in hand. I think they need to play some sensible cricket. Yes, we spoke about, we heard said a while earlier from the commentators that how they will cope up with someone like Rashid Khan. Important to just not to lose too many wickets. Unbelievable. That is very, very unlucky. He cannot believe his eyes. Neither can Shanto, because he went for a big shot. He missed it completely. He was way down the leg side. Have another look at this. It's coming from the back of the head. And how did that go on and hit the just the outside part of the stump, the off stump? Unbelievable. Lucky for him, not for him. Shanta goes for 14. It's 30 for 2.
Did come off his elbow, the back arm. So looking to hit it on the onside, and before that he was looking solid. Do need a bit of luck on your side. Down the wicket, it's in the air. Clear the infield and will be back for a couple. But it was well bowled, nevertheless, by Mujibur Rahman.
Have another look here. How unlucky can one get? He just couldn't believe it. He was stunned. Nice looking shot for 4 runs. Yes, and the pressure will start creeping up if you keep on losing wickets. So it's important for someone like Little Commander who's been in very good touch in this format of the game. So as Shakib Al Hasan. Important to just hang in there. Just ensure that you have a bit of a partnership going. A couple of dot deliveries will certainly create a bit of a pressure, but they lost the wicket already in this over. Madison Miraj and Tawhid Ridoy padded up. In the gap, cuts away for a boundary. It was in the air. A nice way to finish the over. 37 for 2. Seen him padded up, Shamim Hussain Patwari, but we already see Mehdi Hassan padded up. I mean, these are the three batters where Bangladesh will be hoping that it does not go beyond them for batting. Right, power play done and dusted. Bangladesh. It's a short one.
By Omar Zai to Shakib Al Hassan. Chatter in between Rashid with the umpire Masud Rahman Mukul.
Again, hint of that bounce. Are willing to bend their back, there is bounce. We saw that when Bangladesh bowlers were bowling.
Omar Zai is played for wrongful riders. Must have good memory of this ground. Down the leg side, wide signaled. Azmatullah Omar Zai played for wrongful riders in the last edition of BPL. It was this year, and in this ground he took a threefer, took early wickets against select strikers.
This should be taken, this will be taken, and it is taken! It was a short ball, he decided to go down the wicket. And really good piece of bowling from Azmatullah Omar Zai. He went through the shot. They were in a good position to play that shot. Skies it in the air, in the end. A soft dismissal.
It's too close to him. He did give the bowler a charge, but it rose on him and was beaten for pace. Was Liton Dash. Since he was given the license in a boundary in the previous over, Liton Dash goes for 18, Bangladesh at 39 for 3.
Somebody's trying to hack your website right now. You gotta.
Cup.